This is an intro. Who needs an intro? I don't need an intro. This is just a vape show. It's just a vape show. Vape show. This is an intro. Who needs an intro? I don't need an intro. This is just a vape show. It's just a vape show. Vape show.
YouTube, what is up? I'm your homeboy Josh, back at you, and today we're taking a look at the Buddha ZV3 from Vapers Cloud, sent on over free for the purpose of this review by thecloudivapor.com. And right now he has a sale going on. Save 5 is the code. It gets you $5 off, and every purchase you make at thecloudivapor.com, $1.77 of every purchase goes to CASAA. And he only sells products by American companies. We're also going to take a quick look at this juice I picked up in Richmond when I was there for VPX. It just goes together perfectly because it's called Mello Buddha, and it comes in these wood bamboo bottles, and this one's called Wisdom. It's green tea. We're vaping on the Buddha, we're vaping some green tea. It just kind of goes hand in hand. And we're going to be using the iJoy Limitless box. Well, that's a story for another day. It sucks, but it's alright. Anyway, before we get into this review, I do want to take the time to remind you that we all have a part to play in the fight against Big Pharma, Big Tobacco, the FDA, and the deeming regulations that are looming over our heads. That means that if you're on social media, remember to paint the best possible image of the vape community that you can. If you're a shop or a shop owner, remind your customers they need to get in this fight if they want to keep vaping. And follow all your calls to action, including those to support HR 2058 and the Cole-Bishop Amendment. We all have a part to play. So the Buddha ZV3 comes in this black carbon fiber box. It's got a gold Buddha on the front, and he's meditating. Pretty cool. And on the side it says Vapers Cloud, and on the back it says no noobs. But that being said, I mean, it's a pretty easy device to build on. Anyway, so Buddha Z3, it's a pretty easy device to build on. It's a velocity style deck with big ginormous post holes. I'm pretty sure that, I want to say that they're bigger than 3 millimeters. I could be wrong, but they are pretty ginormous, and they use flathead screws to anchor the leads on in there. I love me some flathead screws. I love me some Phillips head screws. Pretty much anything that doesn't involve an Allen key is okay in my book. I always prefer something that's generic, like Phillips head or flathead, over something like an Allen key that basically is proprietary, because one Allen key is not going to fit a grub screw on another RDA. I love something that uses something generic like this because it's easy. It's also got a deep juice well. I want to say it's something like 8 millimeters, something like that. I mean, it is deep juice well, very deep. You can just stuff this thing with cotton. That's what I've pretty much done here. What I've gotten here right now is basically a really crappy Mohawk Alien, kind of my practice piece while I was getting set up for Coil Wars the last week. Coil Wars, it's awesome. Anyway, so I made this crappy Mohawk Alien while I was getting warmed up for that. So I turned it into sort of a sleeper infinity style build. So it's a single piece of Kanthal that makes up 2 coils. And there's a lot of room to spare in this deck. I mean, it's a 30mm RDA, so there's plenty of room to build here for pretty much any build that you can imagine. It is a velocity style deck. You know how I feel about velocity style decks, but that's okay. For a velocity style deck, it's one of the good ones if you ask me. Airflow on this device. Airflow, airflow, airflow is the name of the game. It is a cloud chaser's dream. There's a total of 42 side airflow holes, so 1mm, 1.5mm air holes. The RDA is pretty sweet too. On one side you have a meditating Buddha, on the other side it says Buddha ZV3 and a pretty sweet font. Now, it also has airflow on the top as well. So it's got top-down airflow in addition to that. And that's controlled through the drip tip. The drip tip is non-removable. It's basically this giant chuff, and that controls top airflow, which comes on in through the sides and then shoots down at the coil from there. And the side airflow control works on the inside of this top cap as well. It's 1, 2, 3 tiers that sort of work as sort of a staircase to cut off the airflow on these 42 side airflow holes. How do I like to vape it? Honestly, I don't vape to just blow massive clouds. I don't. It's not really my thing. The way that I vape it is to leave 3 airflow sections open on either side. So really all I'm opening of those 42 airflow holes are 9 airflow holes on either side, and there's a total of 18 airflow holes that I have open between the 2 sides. And I don't really use the top airflow, to be honest with you. It's a port 4 or 5 ohm build, and I kind of treat it like a series build, and I pump it up to about 80 watts. That's just with 9 airflow holes open. And with 9 airflow holes open, it creates kind of a restrictive draw, restrictive lung hit. Let's open it up about halfway, see what she can do. 100 watts. So much air. Oh my goodness. All the way open. 130 watts. Clouds for days. Kind of ridiculous. Let's go just top airflow, all the way open. That's actually really nice. Let's open up the side a little bit. So top airflow open, about 3 sections open on the side. Yeah, it's actually really nice. So this juice, it's from mellobuddha.com, and the green tea is a flavor called Wisdom, and it's freaking awesome juice, man. It's delicious, delicious juice. It's like a thick, heavy green tea. It's real green tea is what it tastes like. It doesn't taste like it's overly sweetened or anything like that. It's just straight up tea. It's a great vape. Great vape. I'm not sure what these are going for, but they come in 60 ml bottles, and they come in these wood bottles like this. Bamboo wood. Pretty cool. Once this is done, I'm going to be reusing this bottle for a long time. But the tea itself is actually really good. I had the opportunity to try the other flavors. The tea was my favorite. The other ones are pretty good too, though. So just from that, you can get the idea. I mean, the airflow options are pretty limitless. You can close the airflow down to pretty much nothing. You can open it up to just something completely insane, which is more than enough airflow than anyone would ever need, I think. Even in a cloud cup, I don't think you would open this thing up all the way. I mean, it's a lot of air. A lot of air. It's a ridiculous amount of air. But it's actually a really fun RDA to vape. It's fun to build on. It looks friggin' awesome. I mean, I like the device. I really do. All right, just for you, we're pumping this device up all the way to 215 watts. And then we're gonna take a vape on it. And everything's all the way open. The top airflow is all the way open. The side airflow is all the way open. And yeah. I'm in like this relaxed, meditative state now. It's like a state of nirvana. Anyway, guys, it's good stuff. Anyway, that's the Mello Buddha with Wisdom, green tea, it's good stuff, and the Buddha ZV3 from Vapers Cloud. You can pick the juice up at mellobuddha.com. I'll have a link in the description. And you can pick up the Buddha ZV3 at thecloudivapor.com. Remember to use code SAVE5 for $5 off. $1.77 goes to CASAA. And I have an affiliate link in the description. If you click that link and use it, it gets me a 7% commission. It helps support the channel. Really appreciate it. Till next time, I'm your homeboy Josh. Vape on, Vapers.